Hello and welcome to Sunday Night Showdown. I'll be your host tonight, BrushyTuna. Joined with me is SilverTFox. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Doing great, doing great. I'm ready for this wild Sunday night we got ahead.
Yeah, we've got.
And we can't.
Oh,
hold on, we gotta introduce the most
Yeah.
legendary person next.
The Hall of Famer.
The Hall of Famer, the
HOF.
greatest op we've ever had in THL. The man, the myth, the legend, Saku.
Hey,
How you doing, Saku?
I'm doing great, guys. How about yourself? Thanks for the intro, Brushy.
Yeah, no, I love that. I always hype up Saku every time we introduce him on stream, and he's always like, "Hey,
Hey, it's
I'm
only me.
Saku." But anyways, enough about the great Saku. We got a wild match tonight between Volkai from the Explosive Sheep taking on DannyDonuts from Born to Be Wild. This is a third place team in the Born to Be Wild, looking to try to secure their playoff run here, while the Explosive Sheep's a little bit in the middle of the pack, trying to fight their way up to the top for this late playoff push. We got for deck list here, it is an open deck list format. For Volkai, we have Pirate Druid, Highlander Mage, Highlander Priest, and Galakron Warrior taking on DannyDonuts, Odd Demon Hunter, Quest Mage, another Galakron Warrior, and Evolve Shaman. Silver, what do you think about this match?
Well, I think the match is looking interesting to say the least. I feel like Volkai is gonna have a difficult time pushing that Druid through, being rather unfavored into everything but the Shaman. I mean, other than that, it looks like. I mean, we already know the bans. Do you want to say those?
Yeah, double mage ban. So the Highlander Mage from Volkai and the Quest Mage from DannyDonuts are both banned.
Yeah. So, just looking at it, it looks pretty favored towards Danny with having those two decks that play really well into the Druid and even the Shaman's not like hyper unfavored or anything like that. So
No, I think it's one of those 55-45 matchups or like 60-40.
It's like 50 something like that. But yeah.
Yeah.
So it could be really interesting to see how he tries to get that Druid through. But I'm very interested in it's very interesting that Danny decided to leave the Priest up.
Right, yeah, we're talking about that before the stream.
Yeah, the Priest is just such a heavy control deck, and his lineup seems to be rather aggressive.
Yeah, there's a lot more board clears in the Priest and a lot more board management. So I agree with that. I thought he was going to ban the Priest as well, but maybe he knows something that we don't know, or maybe he just doesn't like playing against Mage. Who knows?
Mage is always a decent ban, though. I mean, even with a more aggressive lineup that probably could take the Mage, it's still just one of those tried and true bans.
It's just like, I don't know what to ban this week. Mage.
Yeah.
I feel that one. Yeah. In every format, there's always one of those like, we'll just get rid of this class.
Is that really yeah, I mean, what do I want to do this week? I mean, all the other decks kind of look bad, but I mean, like, this one's just no.
Yeah. Right, exactly.
I mean, Priest was there at a point. I mean, instead of normal standard. I mean, if you look at whenever N'Zoth was in meta,
Yeah.
Priest was right there. Everybody was just like, nah, Priest
Nah.
ain't happening, friend.
I don't feel like dealing with this. Let's just ban it and ignore it.
Yeah.
Seems like a great plan.
So you guys
So-
ready to go, or
Yeah, let's get
Alright.
wild, man.
I will let those players know.
Let them know we're ready to get wild. And if they don't respond with "Let's get wild," we're not going to stream the match.
Yeah, the match. Is-
The match ends and the stream ends, and just everyone go home.
Specifically, it just ends up being that both of the players get 0 points for their team, and
Yep.
we move on.
And the series just ends 5 points to 4 points.
Yep. 0-0 for both players.
Automatic DQs across the board.
Okay, so I have let both players know that they can get wild and start to play.
I love that you actually did it.
I did.
I see some eyeballs, so let's get in it.
Let's see what we got here. So, game 1's going to be Demon Hunter into Druid.
Class is in session.
I wonder if Volkai's thinking the same thing, that his druid's going to be hard to push through, and maybe just tries to like sneak out an early win against something.
Well, I didn't really look close at this Druid list. It might be... Oh, wait. This is a different Druid list.
None will
Druid list have you been
survive.
looking at, man?
Not this one, apparently. I mean, I still don't think it's gonna be easy to push through, but man, it's looks more pirate and Biggin
Why,
style.
hello there.
I mean, that is what I said, pirate druid, when I was introducing his decks.
You know what? My brain's gone all day. Let's just leave it at that.
He's busy playing Artifact. That's pretty much what he's doing.
Rainbow Six Siege Rancor.
Gold.
Yep.
Okay,
I didn't expect this full keep from Volkai though. Maybe he was hoping just for a nice 2-drop and the 2-drop on turn 2. Hope his Mark of the Lotus sticks and start pushing. But I don't like that plan against the odd Demon Hunter. Just one hero power deals with it.
Yeah, and that the card you just pulled is already increased cost, so it's gonna take time to play it. Lots of pressure coming from DannyDonuts.
Danny's not even slowing down even 1 second.
Just keeps pressure in that face. So we're probably gonna see the parachute here.
Yeah, make some 3/3s on board.
Yeah.
You gotta do something. You can't. I don't think you can
Can't
take
back.
another 3 off your face. Oh,
Oh.
I was
We're
wrong.
Guess
What do
we're
I know?
wrong. Apparently nothing.
Maybe he's hoping to get a 1-drop or something to pair with these parachute pirates.
And we're gonna see the henchman thug dropped on 3. Solid 3-drop. Ooh,
Oh, that's right. They cost more. I was thinking you can go 1-drop, play the other parachute into Mark of Lotus, but it costs 2.
Oh, we're gonna see the Blood Steel Corsair drop here, most likely with the double parachute to put a big board down. Then maybe a Mark of the Lotus. Oh, and a Patches will come out of deck as a 3/3. Then the buff.
Why, hello there.
Can they get Patches charge back?
One day,
Please,
I'll
like-
be a real knight. You have
Ooh, nice
legendary
pickup.
skill, my friend. One day, I'll be a real knight. I feel fortunate to have witnessed this.
We got some memers tonight. So it's interesting that that Danny went with the I-beam instead of a hero power to grow his whole board.
Yeah, but at this point, we're probably just gonna see pressure from Volkai. Which, with the Warglaves in hand, that could be bad.
He can clear the whole board here if he wants to trade his Lonely Squire into it or double trade into the Jeeves.
He's double trading into the Jeeves and sending one damage hit with the Lily. Hand's looking a little awkward on Volkai's side. Not a lot. Like, you can choose to play the 7/7, or you can choose to drop a Dire Mole and a Celsi. Not too great.
You could do Dire Mole into Mark, draw a card.
Yeah. Well, are we gonna see Danny tank?
Oof. I mean, tanking 7 against the Druid deck's not too scary.
Yeah.
Not a real burst on like the same turn as the ship cannon combo. No real charge or big weapons to worry about.
Wait, can Danny pull out lethal here? Is there any way? 11, 13. Yeah.
He's got
If
it.
he double hero powers, I believe he can pull out lethal with Metamorphosis.
So 2 plus 6, 8 plus 3, 11 plus Metamorphosis lethal.
Yeah. Because Metamorphosis.
What's it at
also-
16?
Yeah, it buffs the Lily Squire.
Yeah.
Well, each time you play the use the Metamorphosis hero power, it buffs the Lily Squire. So he has lethal. Let's see if he sees it though, because he was hovering over the Priestess. I think he's counting right now.
Probably doing what I do when I'm counting for lethal. Check like 9 times. Oh,
Missed it.
He just missed lethal. I guess he full cleared with it, so not punished, but that could have been detrimental. We're gonna see double Celsi and a pass turn.
and then lethal back. Let's hope he sees it this time.
Yeah.
Nah, he sees it.
Yeah, he sees it.
am complete.
But
Yeah, 'cause he had definitely enough mana from last turn, right?
yeah, it's perfect.
He had 1 less mana, so like just imagine, still the 6 attack from last turn from it's a different minion.
Yep, it's
Basically the same outcome, just a turn later.
It's scary though. You don't always
Yeah.
want to give your opponents 6 extra turns.
no, you really don't.
Let's just let this game go another turn. Why not?
It's fine. I'm only at 15 health. There's no way you can burst me down. Somehow drops like 6 charges on the board and you're just dead.
Just somehow a ship's cannon combo into lethal.
Yeah. Going into game 2 here. We're gonna have ourselves a warrior versus a priest.
Victory or death.
Yep, and for those new viewers to the WoW series, this is going by conquest format, so it's
Yeah.
once you win with that particular class, you gotta move on.
Moving on up.
Lots of 2-drops in Volkai's opening here. And then a Golden Dragon Queen Alexstrasza.
Where's the Golden Zephyrus, Volkai? Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Greetings.
Thank
You can't only have 1 Golden Highlander card. They all have to be golden.
we are going to see the Alexstrasza's champion dropped on turn 2 here with because he has the Deathwing and also Scion in hand. So 2 dragons.
See how he wants to answer it though. Use the Holy Smite or the Penance here.
I mean, Penance heals you back up to full, so it's full value.
Yeah.
But and it also is full mana too.
Yeah. Maybe he was thinking like save the Penance for something else, but you're right. And you always gotta think of the alternate lines.
Shadow Visions into what? You gonna go into the Renew or the Soulmere here? What are we gonna
Soulmere?
see? Nope,
Renew.
Renew. I'm just gonna leave up the 1/2. Not too big of a threat.
And here come these bombs to shut down the Zephyrus.
Oh yeah, the Highlander effect.
Yep.
Here. Not this turn, but next turn. Unless
He draws it. Nope.
unless he plays Zeph here, thinking he can remove it. But the other bombs, Wrench Caliber's in hand. So. There's the Swamp Ooze. Is that what he was looking for? That's the real question.
He's got 2 mana to float, so or he should.
Yeah, it's either he's gonna pick the Swamp Ooze or the Coal. He
Yeah.
picks the Swamp Ooze. Removing the weapon, so he thinks his Highlander effects are still good, but we can see from his opponent's hand, Danny's hand, that the second run caliber is just coming down here.
The South Sea is a nice pickup for the turn.
Unfortunately, the Dragon Queen Alexstrasza is not going to give you too much value unless you draw that bomb right off the top, which you do not.
Can you discover the bomb off your renew just to draw it?
No, because that discovers a spell altogether. It doesn't discover it from your deck.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be a sick play. Discover the bomb to get it out your deck and play your Dragon Queen.
Plus, the card that would discover it from your deck is Shadow Visions, and 1 Shadow Visions has been played, and 2 it states copy, so you still leave the spell inside your deck.
That's boring.
Yeah.
Blizzard fix. I want to see the awesome next double plays.
You heard it from Tuna. Blizzard fix.
Fortunately, these spells aren't providing too much value for you at this point. We're just probably going to just see a heal here, and maybe the Blood Mage just dropped. Nope, we're going to see the pass from Volkai.
Probably thinking to save it, try to combo with a Spirit Lash. There's a lot of minions in his deck, or Danny's deck, are 2 to 3 health, so.
Yeah. Now Lothab can shut down a lot of cards in Volkai's hand with oh, there's one of the bombs. Can we draw 2 and turn back on those Hyler effects? Nope.
I was asking for too much.
It was asking for too much. I don't know. I think if you're Danny, you're happy he's drawn 2 bombs at this point.
What?
With the with having double Scion in hand plus Deathwing, I mean, if you don't save that Aeon, you're gonna regret it whenever the Deathwing drops.
I mean, he does have death in his hand, though.
That is true.
So he's not
But-
too worried about it.
They're just gonna see the Kor'kron here and just push damage face, trying to rush your opponent down.
Rush? You mean charge? I had to do it. I had to. I'm sorry.
This concludes our Rainbow Six edition of Hearthstone.
The Holy Smite to take down the Kor'kron.
You ever Vivid Nightmares your 4/3 and heal it up? So you have 2 4/3s on board? Or is that a little too risky?
I don't. I think you need to be healing your own face at this point.
No, 11's a good health, man.
Okay. Did not
He is
expect
gonna
that.
heal his own face. Going back up to 13. Oh, we got a Brand's.
Brand Lothab?
Yeah.
Scion?
No, the Scions aren't activated
Scion,
yet.
yeah, Scions aren't active.
True. Yeah.
We're just gonna see Deathwing drop here because he's gonna take a ton of damage on it.
Luckily, Volkai does have the death, like you mentioned earlier.
Yep. Keeps hovering that Dragon Queen Alex at the start of the turn, like
Yeah, and his Reno, because they're both right next to each other. He's like, man, one more
Man.
bomb.
one more.
I think at this point you just run out the Thalanos, right?
Actually, is it 1 more or 2 more bombs? Because didn't he put another bomb into the deck?
He only has
Yeah, it's
3,
three.
right? He has 3
Three
bombs in
total.
his deck. He drew 1. He has 2 left.
Yep.
So 1 more bomb allows him to.
Play Highlander.
Yep.
Fortunately, not a bomb again.
At this point, that's very fortunate. Oh, play coin for 5 mana.
Yeah, totally getting your value right there. It's all the value, didn't you know? Playing
Yeah.
coin for exactly 5 mana gets
I
you
wonder.
1 more mana back.
Yeah.
You're at 9, so why not? You'll just go down to, you know, go down to 5. Potion of Madness.
Yep. Helps alleviate pressure off the board.
That is true.
Probably
Oh,
the only
right.
thing he could really have done that turn. Ooh.
Ooh. We're just gonna see the Scion drop here, just a single Scion.
Come on. Hit the low feb. Oh.
I mean,
It's
his board is clearable by Dustbreaker though. Dustbreaker full clears the board here.
Yep.
Card I haven't seen in ages.
We're gonna be rich.
Dustbreaker or
Yeah, Dustbreaker.
Galaka?
Ooh, he thought he had.
No, I think he's just playing it for tempo.
Okay.
Practice your skill.
Now that's
A mistake.
Yep.
that's not lethal.
That's him the one.
He keeps saying a mistake, so maybe it was a mistake.
Okay.
I mean, he is a memer. I would do that.
Well, here comes the 7.
Yeah,
Screen?
we might see the Dragon Fire Potion. It clears well and leaves up all your minions.
Yeah.
And then you can heal your own face as well. So, I mean, it's kind of just delaying the inevitable at this point, because if he gets one
invoke, one charge. Yeah. Here's to hoping.
one bomb.
Yeah. There's a lot of things. And that's
there's the
lethal.
invoke. That's
Yep.
the invoke. So game 2 going to DannyDonuts as well.
Maybe this is why Danny Dan banned the priest. Maybe he just felt like since he's got the bombs and the invokes, because they don't run as many taunts, that he'd just be able to push through.
Yeah. I mean, it would be the same way with Reno Quest though as well, right? Because it's still a Reno deck. I mean,
Doesn't the mage one run more taunts? I mean, it's got ice block and
yeah. I mean, it can slow you down a little bit better than the priest can, but the priest still has the heal. Like, I don't know. Either way,
That's true, yeah.
Either way,
They're pretty close to the same deck.
Yeah, you're looking at Reno. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what
You want to play Reno or Reno?
We'll play Reno or Reno. That's what you're choosing between. Now, if you're a Volkai, do you queue up that priest?
Yeah.
I guess
Nope.
not. You're going to the druid.
I am the slayer of kings and
I guess
gods.
this is the favorable that you wanted to play against in the first place, anyways.
I don't know about favorable, but as close as possible.
As close as possible, yeah.
I don't know. I would think down 2-0, you'd want to bring the other two decks that have the better
The
chance
higher-
of
yeah.
the higher chance of winning.
Yeah.
Why, hello there.
We have turned our curse
There's
into
the-
our strength.
There.
Jin.
Ooh, golden again.
Gaze upon my might.
I am so grateful for that.
I love the banter between the two. His hand for Volkai is real slow.
Yes. Something you don't want to see into an even shaman.
Oh, the Galaka pickup is real nice here for Danny.
Yeah. Ooh, the Totemic Surge. Still, just a slow hand. He's got to just play it slow and steady.
Yeah, not much you can do.
They say that
He-
wins the race.
I don't know about that. I don't think it's winning this race at all.
Seems like he's saving that crawler for whenever one of those pirates inevitably gets dropped. Which is smart. He's got the Devolve as well in here. There's a Dire Maul. He's gonna buff the Dire Maul with his mark.
All right, next turn's looking like a swing turn possibly for Volkai. South Sea in the parachute in the patches.
But I mean,
Danny's board is huge.
this
Oh my
pressure. He's got the crackle in hand to deal 4 to 7 damage. Here comes down the patches with Dynamo buffing the board. Not much. I don't
That's
know.
lethal, right?
You have legendary skill.
9,
my
12, yep.
friend. Victory is yours.
And that about does it.
Yeah,
Danny
rough hand from Volkai in game 3. Cost him.
Yep, DannyDonuts taking it.
Go get some donuts, Danny. Congrats on the win.
Yeah, we can see if we can get him in here for an interview.
We're gonna bring up about the missing lethal in game 1.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, he got it eventually, but could have cost him. Just things to look out for, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, just waiting for Dan to accept the friend request I have.
No one ever wants to accept your friend request, Saku. We have this problem every time.
I know, man.
They're like, Saku? I mean, I love him, but like, I don't know if I want to be friends with him.
It's just a little bit too personal.
Just a little too personal.
2
Getting too
meters.
close.
Yeah,
Getting
6
too
foot
close.
spacing, please.
Getting too close to the legend, man. I don't know. I don't know if I'm worthy.
Yeah. Am I worthy to be this close to Saku? I mean, that man's a Hall of Famer.
Alright, so he's coming. DannyDonuts, how are you, man?
Good. How are you?
Doing pretty good.
And even his Discord picture's a donut.
It is.
Absolutely awesome.
Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Yeah. Hey, congrats on your win today, Danny.
Yeah, thanks. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we do have one thing for you though, specifically.
In game 1,
Yes.
you missed lethal. The
Did I
turn
now?
before you, yes, the turn before you actually lethaled him, you had lethal. With the
Okay.
board you had, you could have hero powered and then played Metamorphosis and hero powered again, and you would have had, if not exact, 1 over lethal.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right. Now that you're looking back on it, well, you may be. Let me double check that afterwards, but I do. There's a chance that you're right.
Because you had 6 from the Adept, 2 from Hero Power, so that's 8. Your Lowly Squire goes up to 2 as well.
It goes up to
5
4.
from Metamorphosis.
Yeah.
And then your Lowly goes up again. So that was 16 to 17 damage.
You might be right. I'll check the replay after,
Yeah.
but I'll take you guys' word for it for right now.
Might be
Okay.
right. I'm never wrong. That's why I'm 1 and 4 in pro, because I'm never wrong.
Yeah.
Nope, you're right. You're right. I'm looking at the replay now. Yep, I was 1 over at that point.
It's all good. It was still good matches though.
Yeah. Nonetheless, just something to look for next time, you know?
Yep.
But yeah, it was a pretty quick series though, all in all.
Yeah, well, that happens when you bring in all aggro lineup. So, I mean,
Yeah.
the Galakron Warrior is kind of more of a mid-range style deck, but it plays like an aggressive deck for sure in most matchups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a lot of bursts just built up in the deck, you know, with Brand and the
Yep.
Battle Cry invokes just allows you to just pull out some crazy numbers from turn to turn.
Yeah, but I do find that matchup, the Reno Priest versus Galakron Warrior, actually incredibly favored for the Warrior. So you either have the path where you put the bombs in their deck early and then you shut the Reno off, or you can go for the just get a ton of value off of Brand Galakron, drawing 8 things, getting them buffed up, and then like you pop them, let them play their Reno, and then you play the second wave of threats after. They don't have an answer to that afterwards. And I mean, I think I brought this all but 1 week, and I've just destroyed Reno Priest with the Galakron Warrior. I think it's a really good tournament style deck. Probably not the best for ladder because it does have some weak matchups, but against any like slower deck, it'll just dominate.
Now, is that now I do have a question. Is that something that you would look at the same towards the Reno Quest Mage your opponent had? So with your Galakron Warrior, do you have that same experience against a Reno Quest Mage?
So
Or-
that's partially why I banned it. I think that Reno Priest is easier to kill because more or less when you have the Galakron Warrior matchup, the ice block is very bad because most of the time, right, if your opponent can go down, they kind of have 3 lives, so to say, where let's say you get them down really low, they have an ice block up, they heal to full, you got to kill them a second time, and then they have the ice block. So you don't necessarily have that much reach. It's really dependent on how things turn out, but they do have a chance to just go 3 lives per se. And they also have the explosiveness of as soon as they get the extra turn, right, they can just shut the game down. So I do feel that in aggro matchups that the Reno Quest Mage is actually stronger than the Reno Priest, just because its combo is a lot better for managing for board, and then like the Anduin OTK is great and all, but I feel that you have to contest a lot more with your pieces, with your combo pieces, and you just don't have it that often against just aggro decks. So that's why I banned the Reno Mage.
Okay. I mean, that's a
really good reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we were both questioning the both Brushy and myself were questioning the reason why you didn't ban the priest, just because it's not really great. Your decks really aren't, like, Demon Hunter's not
Sure.
so hot, and then
Yeah,
Shaman.
I really felt in the matchup that there were the 2 decks I would struggle the most against would be the Priest and then the Mage. So I think the Shaman probably is a little bit more favored against the Mage because it's a little bit more explosive than the other 2 decks. Once you have a wide board, you buff everything up, you can swing in, and like the Priest has a lot of healing effects, but for chip damage, I think that a lot of the other decks are stronger against the Priest. So I went in knowing that my Shaman would probably be the weakest out of the 3 decks that I brought, just based off of what I would ban. Because 90% of the time people are banning Cyclone Mage right now, so I assumed that was going to be. But I'm pretty good at the deck otherwise. It's not like I went in not knowing how to play, but I went under the assumption that it would be banned.
Yeah. It's pretty reasonable to believe that that normal Quest Mage is just gone out of after the ban. But yeah, no, your matches were great to watch and a lot of fun. Anybody else?
Yeah, it
have
was a
any
fun time.
questions?
Nah, you covered all the questions I had.
I think Danny should have been doing the commentating, right?
I commentate my own games.
Yeah,
man.
do it. Oh man, I miss Lethal. Woohoo!
Yeah.
That's all good.
You guys got me there.
Yeah, no, it's just one of those things. So, but I appreciate you you joining the show, and congrats on the win versus Volkai there. So,
yeah, it should be good.
All right. Any other questions, guys? Or
No,
That's everything I got.
that's everything.
perfect. Well, thanks for joining us, DannyDonuts.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, guys.
No problem.
No problem. Congrats again on your win.
Okay, so that pretty much wraps up. That's our only match for the night, but pretty much wraps
Sadly.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless we can find somebody real quick to jump in, but I don't have anybody on.
I
Don't me
tap.
either.
I don't know anybody that's.
I know of this awesome match tonight at 10 p.m. EST though.
Oh, you're playing?
Maybe.
Or losing, as you say.
Whoa, hold on now.
You just said you lose. Are you playing pro?
Right. Yeah.
All right. So it's 1-5 tonight. Cool. All right.
It's 1-4. I didn't play last week.
Oh, there you go. All right. So I'm just going to close out with a couple of shows that are coming up this week for week 7. So it's going to be Wild and Out with it's me, Mike V, NHL New Jersey fan there. Memnarch. What's
this
that?
is the last week of Wild Series, isn't it? Next week?
I think so. Yeah, I didn't.
So, yeah.
I think we've been saying something about that. So
Yeah, they're going into
before
playoffs. Yeah, 2 weeks from now, something like that. So the final. Just let me double check the website.
So this will be the last week of round robin, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think as well.
Yes, it is.
Yep,
This is
it
the
is.
last week of round robin.
Playoffs start in 2 weeks for Wild.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so week 7, perfect. Looks like some decent matchups that are coming up. So, where am I?
Okay.
I don't know.
So
You're in
week
Canada.
Canada. I'm in Canada. So we got Wild Note on Mondays, the Saloon on Tuesdays with Ron Mexico, the Big Ted, and Sage. They may have a guest. I can't remember if they are or not. That starts at 9 p.m. Eastern. Harsh Center with Dawn Day, Lotus Knight, and possibly a guest. That is 9 p.m. Eastern as well. Then have your Gentle Folk at the Tavern Talk on Thursdays. Gentle Folk.
I don't know if you consider them gentle.
Dano, Ducharmo, and possibly Ron Mexico. He was on there last time.
Mm-hmm.
And JR Juggerlaw. So check out those shows, those talk shows through the week. Then we have Friday Night Fights at starting at 8 p.m. Eastern. With quite a few of the crazy cast here that's in the channel right now, which is BrushyTuna, Silver Fox. We have Dollar Bills, Corden,
Dollar Bills, y'all.
Big Ted. We get the whole gang here. So
Everyone but Ron Mexico.
Yeah. Well, Ron was here. I kicked him out, so it's fine.
Good.
Then we have Schoolstone, which is hosted with Based Inc. She and Lotus Knight usually do these ones on either Saturday or Sunday at 2 o'clock, starting at 2 o'clock or whenever the earlier matches people can get to them. Then we have Salty Saturday with Don Day and Dano at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then finally, we have this show, Sunday Showdown, which has the various artists, such as the two gentlemen that I have in the channel right now at 8 p.m. Eastern. So, tune into those. And that pretty much wraps us up for week 6. So, everybody, have yourself a fantastic rest of your weekend, and we will see you Monday.
See you tomorrow.